Hi there and welcome to 2023. So we're going to start the year off with some new series, shall we call them. So on a Monday I'm going to be doing Make It Monday, which is, you know, going to be quite an open thing. And this first couple of weeks going to look at creating more writing spaces. I tend to forget about you know, maximizing the writing space. I'm not an over embellisher, so I don't totally cover all the pages, so I always think, well, you know, there's lots of plain pages in there, but yeah, I forget to make the most out of my ephemera. So I've cut part of this winter's shadow, what I'm going to be using, and I've just cut some of the pieces up, and we'll just take a look at different ways that we can make more out of our pieces. I'm probably not going to show you anything, you know, that you've not seen before, but I may remind you to start, you know, looking at your ephemera a little bit different, because yeah, I need a reminder. So it's the start of the year, so I thought, what better time. So, well, we'll start off with this piece. So this was just a cut off of something, and it was a misprint on the back, and yeah, I thought, well, it's kind of perfect, you know, for a band. It will need some backing because I think it's on 200 GSM, which is, you know, it's not very thick. And then in this kit, and in lots of kits, or it doesn't have to be a kit, you know, you get lots of square, rectangle shapes. So I cut it that it had got, you know, this border at the side, so I could then score it down and make it into a flap. So I can put this onto my band, glue that down, and then that becomes a flap. So I can decorate this up more to make it even prettier if I wanted. So that within itself can be a little bit of extra and secret writing. Or we could perhaps put some paper onto here, what folds out. Now, if you're just mass making and you've not got a particular journal in mind, then you probably don't need to think which side would be best and things like that. So if this was stuck down like this and this was on this side, then the paper would go out that side, and then you've got to think, is it actually possible to write like that if it was on this side? You know, is that going to be better than that side? I don't think on this one it matters too much. I think it'd be easier if it was on that side, especially if you'd got a writing board, because you're going to have this dip of the book. So unless, you know, you wrote a bit here and then you didn't write in this bit, but you wrote in the rest of it. So I think on this piece it doesn't so much matter, but on some pieces, you know, I've made some myself and thought, oh, it's not actually, you know, it doesn't actually work. It's not fit for purpose. I think that's the word. So this is 3 inches wide, and it's still 3 inches wide by 2. So if I cut this down 3, which will do that, yeah. So I'm going to go the longest way. So I've got my trimmer next to me. It's the big one, so I'm going to keep it out of the way. But you will have to put up with my arm, because there's no other way. There's no other way. It's either fill my desk up with the cutter, or see my arm. So I'm just going to go under 3, just a hair. Okay, so we've got that. Yeah, needed to do another hair. Okay, that's. In fact, I'm going to go 2 3/4. Let's have a look at that. Okay, that's better. So that will then, is it concertina? We'll need his bone folder to, you know, give it a good crunching. Let me see if I can get a little bit more light on, because that's casting a shadow. So I do want to do just a little bit of stenciling. You're only really going to see the top and the bottom, but I thought it would be nice. So I've got the faded jeans and I've got the speckled egg, and I'll just start off with a speckled egg. And I've got this pretty leafy bird one. I don't think this one's got birds on. This does come. There's another one by the same company, and that has got birds on it. Not stenciled for ages. Okay, so we've got a bit there. So what I shall do is try and put my put my lid on. Okay. It's all happening here this morning. It's Ryan's day off. He's meeting his friend and they're going on a bike ride, and he's been in and out taking the bike, you know, putting it on the car and coming back in, making a flask and all the rest of it. I'm using tea stain around it. I just thought it'd be nice having something pale. And I'm going to start, I think, by folding that. So let's make sure we've got this something like straight. So if I do that and then turn it over and do that, and then turn it over, and I can't really see, that's it, do that. So just keep then we've got that bit. So I could glue that bit down. No, that wouldn't go right, would I? So if that was glued down, no, it would want to go that way. So it folds nicely like so. So we'll try that and see how thick that is. If it's too thick, then obviously we can cut part of it down, and we can use a clip, a paper clip, to keep it down. So let's do it. So yeah, it's ages since I've made pieces like this that have got extra writing room on them. and obviously I'm going to be doing a lot of different pieces. I wouldn't do a full journal, you know, full of every single thing is a hidden writing spot, because, you know, it'd soon be very, very thick. Okay, so that's down. We'll give it a press. Now we could put a little tab on that, so you've got something to pull out, which is quite a nice idea. So I might cut that down just a little bit. Let's try and get that under my cutter, and I'll give a tab if I know where they are. Okay. So I've got this little one. Let's just put a bit of ink around here, like so. And then on each one you could, if you've got some tiny stickers, or you could do a little bit of stamping if you wanted to, you know, make them pretty. This is a blue paper. It's some paper that Megan sent me. It's really very nice. It's like a speckled blue. So that would be that. So let's attach this to our belly band. I'm just gonna press that down. What did I do with the band? It's here. So you would open it like so. That would be the wrong way. You do it that way. You'd open it that way, and then you'd pull it out that way. Okay, so we'll put some glue down this side. I'm just gonna put a bit of glue down there. Okay. Make sure it folds nice, like so, and we'll tuck that in. Okay, and then we'll do that. So I think that would probably want a paper clip. So we could pop that on. And if you wanted to make it easier to pull this out, you could just pop a little bit of ribbon on there. Let's get a little bit of ribbon. I've got this pale grey here. Scissors. So we could just pop that through like so. And then we'd have something to be able to pull it out easy. Okay, so that is our first piece. So we've now got some hidden space and some extra space. So that's the first piece. I've got another belly band piece, which is this one, and I've got a plain card here. Now this didn't have anything that I could make a hinge with at the side, so I couldn't cut it out and leave a bit on, but I thought I could do it that way and it flip up, so I could either score it so it had a flat, which I think I'm going to do. I was going to washi tape it down and glue the washi tape to make it more secure, but I think probably having a flap on would be better. And again, we can put the paper in. I think with it going up, you're either going to go, you know, up over your book or down over your book. So you would probably be best to just leave this as a writing space, or you don't have to go as far. Let me get this. So what was this across? In fact, let me do it like this and mark it, because I would like to leave a bit more of a border, so it's worth stenciling. So let's cut this off. Like so. Okay. So if we had that like that, and then, you know, we could just do it double. Quite liking the tab on it, so I'm going to press that down and then just cut it off about there, somewhere around there. Okay, like so, and then we can have as tab there. That's don't want to use that's it. I like those for this kind of thing. So I will just ink around this one. I don't think there's anything on here. Okay, we'll glue that down like so. Okay, I could ink all around there. I probably would, but I won't for the purposes of the video. So that will then stick round there. So I'm going to, let's I've not tried the faded jeans. It's a new one. Sorry about Colin. I think he's upset that his dad's gone out without him. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. So that'll just give a bit of something in the background, and then we'll glue this down. I mean, you could just glue it 3 sides, and you could have a tiny little hidden spot underneath. So we'll have that. Yeah. No good with bits of paper, not little bits. Okay, so that will pull down, and yeah, it's not a lot of writing space, but it's created some more. And not only that, it's just created some interest. Now that's going to be the wrong way, so if I do it that way, that would be better. Okay, so I will glue that down just on that flap like so. And did I say that way? So it flips up. No, I said that way, so it flips down. Okay, and I want it middleish, don't I? Okay, we'll do that like so, and then that will go like that, and that will go like so. And again, it'll probably want a paper clip just to hold it down, and it helps you know, if you're making the journal for somebody else, or you're selling it, or even yourself. I mean, we forget ourselves, don't we? So this would probably be a nice blue to go with this. Yeah, and then we just know where we've put some hidden spaces. Obviously these pieces will turn up again in, you know, a different video, and we'll do some decorating and things like that. So let's just chop that off. Yep. Like so. So that's that one. And then I've got one more belly band piece, and what I've done is, that's a wider piece. I've folded it in half. This one's backing, so it would be a belly band here, and you could also open it up and have some writing space there. So let's I'm just thinking, I don't know if to put 2 panels in. I feel like I want to totally cover it, and I think if I leave it to dry long enough, I'll then be able to bone folder it down. So let's glue that down. I'm going to do it with the Collage. It will take me forever doing it with the art glitter, and it will also take me forever if I don't take the lid off the glue, because none comes out then. Right. Yeah. So I mean, that's three different things to do for either bands for in the middle of your page, or if they was side tucks. Obviously you can do the bands thinner, wider, you know, whatever. So just cut around here best I can. Yeah. I'll trim it up, you know, properly off screen, and we'll ink around there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of stenciling, if I can find the other stencil. So I'll just do some, maybe that one there. Nice. And then shall we have a little one down here? Let's do them little flowers. Okay, so that's that one. Like I say, I'm not going to fold it until it's dried properly. Can anybody see that? So we'll ink around there. Don't think this will need a paper clip on it. I think it'll be fine once it's bone folded. Obviously you can add pockets to the front to put your extra bit of paper in. So that's those ones. Okay, I've got some postcards, and I was able to leave that part on, so I've scored that, mitered the corners, and I'm going to attach that to another postcard. Okay, so this will be a pocket. You could attach that and have it as a journal card, and then you would have the back of there and the back of that one, but I'm going to do it as a pocket. So that's going to go like so, so it'll be stuck on a page, and we'll have a tag there, and then this can flip up, and you could have, again, just that as writing space, or you could have something coming down or to the side. Now I think with this being a wide part, you know, you're going to go off the end of the book or into the middle of the book, so I think I'll just have something that folds down. So that's yeah, that would have been perfect actually, but it's it's the wrong way. So what would that be like in half? Oh, perfect. So I'm just going to put this in half and mark it. Probably wants cutting down slightly. So if I cut it there, I'm just going to cut it down so it's a little bit more narrow. So that could then come down like so. Okay, so I will do a little bit of stenciling. I think let's go with the speckled egg, and I just really want it around the edges. Okay, oh, lovely. So that's that, and so we want it going that way, or we could have it that way. That would probably be better. Now I will cut this one shorter again, because I do like the tab thing. In fact, I'm going to leave that folded like that, and then put this one over like that. Yeah, so let me just give this a little bit of tea dye. Okay, I think what would be nice is I've got this stamp art here, and I've got this black. Obviously I've not done it on the others, but that doesn't matter. So that just gives it a bit more to look at. So we'll stick that down. Okay, and get middle-ish. Okay, so I'll probably come back next week with some more different ideas. That doesn't really look very straight at all, does it? It's not very straight at all. I could get the scoreboard out, but I feel like I've enough on my desk. So we're doing it that way, aren't we? Are we? Yeah, so it goes up. And again, you could make that a little pocket if you wanted. I don't want, so I'm just going to glue it the 4 sides. I don't think it particularly needs any in the middle. So let's try and centre it up as best I can. Okay, so that's on there. Bone folder. That's it. And we'll go down there like so, and then that will be attached to there. So let's get some glue on here. So normally when I cut a kit out, if I can leave a little bit at the edge, I do, until I know what I want to do with the piece, and then it gives you just a bit more options. So let me just straighten that up like so. So there's this pocket, that will flip up, that will flip up. So that's that one. Love it. Will I want a thingy on it? I don't know. Well, I think I'd say, because it's not going to particularly fly open, and I think, you know, once the book's pressed down on it, I think that'll be okay. But you could obviously put another on there. So this is just a piece of leftover card, and I thought this one can flip out like so. I was going to put you know, to make the pocket bigger, but then I think that'll make it a bit funny with that on, so I'm not going to do that. And I think that'll be too wide for my page. So I think I'm gonna cut it so it just sticks out a little bit. It would have been nice sticking out quite a lot, but if it was just a regular size journal, it wouldn't have fit. So, and again, you can either just leave it like that to write on, or we can have something going to the side, up or down. I want to stencil it, don't I? So let's do it in the blue. In the darker blue, I mean, because they're both blue. Okay. Now I did have this piece, so that could go there, because obviously if you're using tea stain paper, or if you've bought nice paper, you know, you don't want to be going through paper like no tomorrow. So if you can try and use it, you know, the best you can, so you've not got a load of scraps and you're making the most of it. So this could stick down, hold on, that could stick down there, so that could go like, I'll do it like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same, stamp that and stick that down. Okay, so I've done that one, and then that pulls out like so, and that says pocket. So that's another one. Again, I don't think it will need a thing, but if it does, then I can obviously add one. So tags, if you're making them yourself, you can, you know, do a row of them and fold them down like so. a lot of kits have 2 or 3 joined together, which you can, you know, either cut off as 3 individual. When they're kit tags, I think, you know, the thin, so you can get away with folding a few up, and that's no thicker than any other tag. So I tend to do that a lot, because, you know, that is a lot more space than that, and obviously you can write across it. So I'm just going to faintly stencil on there. I'm not going to, you know, line it with the paper. I could do, but I'm not. I could, but I'm not. I think with a bit of stenciling in it, it keeps it cohesive. So there's no need to use more paper and add more thickness and use, you know, use more stuff up. So that's that one. Easy peasy. Because I find kit tags, you know, a bit, they're pretty small, most of them are, and there's not a lot of writing space, so that's maximised. So that's another piece. These are the same as the pieces that I did the flips on the bands with. Again, these was 2 pieces that was in the middle, so I couldn't you know, keep an edge on. So what I thought is we could do like a concertina type thing, and we could then, that, I mean, you could use a plain one and that could be stuck on your page, and this comes out, you know, one way or the other way. Or it could be used as a small journal card in a small pocket, paper clipped, and then open it up and you've got a lot more writing space. So I think that one would probably be better on the front, thinking if we have in a paper clip on it, I think that fits better. So I think I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but so let's cut some paper. So I'll do it like so. Okay, so if we had it like that, let me just check that. Yeah, that's fine. So, that's not straight. I don't know if that's my folding or if it's my cutting. I think it was my folding. And that fits like that ish. It's just, so we could stick that to there, that to there, and then that would be stuck down, so you would go like that. Yeah, I like it. So let's leave that there. We'll put a bit of stenciling around the sides. It's nice to have the stencils out. I did sort them out, I don't know, a couple of months ago now, because there was all my stamps and my stencils was in a place where I couldn't really reach them. So I've put them all into folders, and yeah, it's made them a lot more accessible. And yeah, I know you can't have everything accessible to arm's reach, but I think if, you know, you can have as much as possible, you definitely use those things a lot more. And because if I was not filming, I probably wouldn't plan in my head what I'm going to use beforehand, but because I do film, obviously I do think slightly what am I doing. So I do, you know, I do get things out beforehand, whereas if I was just crafting on my own, I probably wouldn't, and then it'd be like, oh, I've got to get up and go and find something. So if you can have, you know, the things that you should use a lot, then I think stamps and stencils, because they make something look a lot more finished, and you know, with the least amount of effort. I don't think that's particularly straight, but I don't think it's a big problem. So like I say, you could have that stuck down and then that would come out like so. No, that's not straight at all. I'm not going to tear it off because it would ruin it. And that then could be a small pocket if you wanted it stuck down, or like I say, you could clip it and have it as a little journal card. So let's just cut a bit of ribbon off. If I was sticking it to the page, I would have probably just used you know, something plain, or just any old random piece of card. Okay, and then I'll just cut that off. So that. Okay, so I've made a couple of things off screen. So this is a little file folder. Just put a paper clip, and that folds down and that folds up. And you can also use this as a pocket. I don't know. So you could have that on there, stick it down 3 sides, and have the back as a pocket as well. Okay, so that's that piece. And this piece, another type of file folder piece, all I've done is just stencil in there, so it can be a journal card, and it's got double the writing, and if you wanted some more, you could put some paper at the back. I've done a couple with the grey kit that I'm going to be using. I think it's called Grey Skies. It's from Collagetype. So this is a pocket that goes downwards, whereas the other went upwards, and I've put some brown, well, faux tea stained paper in there, and I've stenciled the back in grey. So that's, yep, that one. And then just got this little piece here, so that goes like so. See another one? No. And then you've obviously got the back, and that can either be stuck down and do that, or again can be used as a little journal card that you can take out. And then we've got a mini envelope, and I've stenciled inside there, so you can still write inside there. Then I've put a tiny journal card in, and I've just done a folding piece. So you can put more in there. If you'd got something tiny like that, you could stick it down 3 sides and have that as a pocket, probably an overload on paper clips. But yeah, obviously you could do something like that. So they was the pieces from the kit that I wanted to add writing spaces too. And I've got some of the blue paper and the brown paper, and I'm just going to cut it down. I think I'm going to do it at about 3, or do I want it at 4? So if it was at 4, yeah, let's do it at 4. No, sorry, I'm gonna cut it at 3, about 3.5. And what have we got left? About 5. So if I do it at 3, and then we'll have one at 2. Okay, so I'm going to do the fold down envelopes. So I'm just going to pinch that top, try and get it central. I will stick those down. That will be our flap, like so. And then let's see how this goes. Yeah, that would be fine. Could cut this a bit smaller if you didn't want it as long. And then that's like that. Ooh, that's a funny envelope, so I'll do it like that. Okay, so then I would put like a circle piece on there, or you know, just a little embellishment, and it would be stuck to the page, and you could fold it down like so. Or again, you could put it into a pocket. So you can obviously do those all different shapes and sizes. Let's do a bigger one. If I fold it and then just crease the middle like so, and then I can bring that in and that in. Yeah. Then if we go like so, okay, and then perhaps, what would that look like? I think it needs to go up further. Okay, and then that's a mini envelope. You could obviously use that as a pocket, and then you've still got this piece that comes down. So I'll sit and do the rest of them off screen, and like I say, they will turn up again when we're at decorating stage. For the moment, I can't think about any others, but obviously there's lots of variations on the things that I've already done. So I will be back next week, and we'll do some like mini notepads, you know, the kind of notepads that's just got 2 or 3 pages in. So they're still quite thin, but you can put a couple in a journal to add lots of extra space. So I really enjoyed that, and it was nice to play with some kit ephemera. So we've got lots to decorate. I think I'm going to keep them all together for now, and yeah, like I say, they'll come back at another time, and also some mask making. I might decorate on the lives on a Wednesday after a few weeks when I've got some more pieces. So thank you very much for joining me, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow, and tomorrow will be back to Trash Tuesdays. Before Christmas, I used a lot of the smaller things up, so the things that I've got left are like big junk mail envelopes, big paper bags, cereal boxes, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking journal covers, you know, envelope journals, bag journals, and that kind of thing. So we'll see what we can come up with tomorrow. I've got some fabric that I'd like to use, so I may spend a bit of time just doing a few covers, and then we'll just pick one and work with that for a few weeks. We'll see how it goes. So thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.